Hi everybody. I want to go over a few choices you have for tuning your 4-string cigar box guitar. A very common choice is GDGB. What that is, and I found this an easy way of helping me to start to understand what chord shape options there were. This is, you lose your 2 E strings. So you've got B, G, D, stay standard tuning. So any chord shapes you play on those 3 strings stay. Your minor shape, your major shape, your triad, so on. What used to be the A string, drop it down to a G in pitch, and you have G, D, G, B. Great fat sounding open G chord. Really like it. It has an advantage if you've been playing the 3-string cigar box guitar, that you already have the GDG tuning with which you're familiar, and the added B. Doesn't take long to start to use that B string. Chord-wise, as a guitarist, I just visualized missing the high E string in particular, because this lowest pitch string, now being tuned G, is the one that has been compromised. It's been changed. Otherwise, you've got your minor shape, your major shape, like I said, your triad, and so on. So a really nice option to choose. Middle set of strings, I generally use 10 to 46s or 11 to 50s, 52s, that kind of medium gauge of strings, electric guitar strings. So that is one option. The other options which I'm going to show you are by using the first 4 strings of a guitar. You have a few tunings readily available using those strings. So this is using the high E, B, G, D strings. You've lost your A and your low E string. You can tune this to an open G chord. It's a higher pitched chord than the previous one I showed. Open D tuning works really nicely. Drop that all down a tone to open C tuning can be really good. So this one is the open G tuning. So what it is, regular pitch strings, you can actually choose that as an option. You can leave the E string tuned as an E and to make your chord shapes exactly as you're familiar. I often have told ukulele players that that's kind of good, because they could play a tune that they know the shapes of, and it'll sound correct. It's just going to be in a different key, because when they play what they know as a G chord, it's actually D down here on the guitar. So that gives that option. But by simply tuning down your high E down to a D, you've got a really nice open G. In fact, it's very much like the 5-string banjo tuning, but minus the high pitched G drone string. So banjo would basically sound what I really like about this tuning is, in this case, it's only your high string is the one that's been compromised. You detune that by a tone or 2 frets. So any chord shapes or any fingering on what used to be the E string, your high pitched string, but is now your D string, simply move it up 2 frets. So for example, your D shape is going to, this is no longer an F sharp, it's actually an E note. You have to move that up 2 frets. And which is why when you bar an A chord, it's straight across, because you've detuned the E string down to a D. What is really nice is that you'll find some lovely chords that you don't get without hammering on your 6-string tuned standard tuning. One is the C add 9 or a C add D, which I really like that open center. You drop your third finger on the second fret to form the E, and you've actually got the C chord. Really nice open G. Of course, all the one finger chords work out exactly the same. Open G, 5th fret is C, 7th fret is open D. Oh, sorry, not open D, but other things I really like is a chord shape, like if you do a half bar G shape like that. This highest string, with it being D tuned, is actually playing an F note now, not a G. So that's actually a G7 chord. So you get this really nice fingering. So you drop your pinky 2 frets up, you got G, G major 7, G7, dominant 7, G6, or an alternate to a E minor 7 kind of thing. So that's really nice. And as with all open tunings, often if you let a string ring, can sound really good. So you got, G, G7 shape, G6, C, C minor. So that's a really nice other option. The choice of this set of strings I do like from the point of view that you can have alternate choices of tuning very quickly. So you can go simply by detuning an E string. Open G becomes an open G. If you go from your 4th string, which is your D string, up and tune it, you can tune it D, F sharp, A, D, open D chord, which is this example. So, really nice, open D. So open D can be very nice. It doesn't take much thinking to work out chord possibilities, fingered chord shapes instead of just the one finger bar. Anyway, straight across is a major chord from root to the octave. Root, major 3rd, 5th, octave, open D, D, F sharp, A, D. If you want to make a minor shape, the 2nd string that you hit is your major 3rd. Make that a minor 3rd simply by moving your finger back 1 fret. So, quick example, you got an open D, this shape, kind of like a D7 shape but moved over a set of strings. Is an E minor, F sharp minor, straight across, G major, A major, so on. So hopefully that gives you guys some other options for your tuning, and that is by no means the extent of your choices. I have never particularly bothered, but some guitarists do love choosing the lowest set of strings, in which case you can tune it EADG, your 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd strings. You can make it an open B tuning from your lowest pitch string, so it'll become E, B, E, G sharp. You can drop that down a tone to a D tuning, so that would be D, A, D, F sharp. So that's also really good. It's just a particular option I've never really gone into much, but there's absolutely no reason why that is not an option. And of course, like with any guitars, the more cigar box guitars that you own, the more you can leave set up with a string choice and a tuning choice and just switch from one guitar to another. So cheers, I hope that this has been helpful for everyone. And that's about it, I think. So, some options for tuning your 4-string cigar box guitar. Cheers, see you all later, bye.